I'm offering you an open seat in Formula One. The only place you could say, if you win, you are the absolute best in the world.
IMAX is a really special format.
Roll camera!
When you go to an IMAX theater, you know that that theater's set up just as the filmmakers intended.
The bigger the screen, the more you're gonna feel it. The speed, the physics of being in the car. IMAX, that's where I'm going.
Mr. Hayes, you gave up racing. Must be surreal to be back.
Yeah.
Brad and Damson are driving the cars at ridiculous speeds.
How am I supposed to make that safe?
You said anything about safe?
We all lose our jobs if you can't pull off a miracle.
Come on, kid, get it!
What Joe's able to do with these cameras and amazing crew is capture real-time speed. It's just exhilarating.
We're putting viewers right there on a track.
The cameras that we've developed for this film are able to deliver that big screen experience.
Ruben, ever seen a miracle?
And pan.
Not yet.
Me neither.
JP, go win this thing!
What I love about IMAX is you're getting the most immersive experience, not just because of the size of the screen, but the quality of the sound.
Impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, people will get to feel what it's like to be a racing driver.
This movie is gonna be one of those that you cannot miss on the biggest screen possible. The quality of sound, visuals, colors, everything is gonna be transfixing.
This is gonna look amazing in IMAX.
Ambition, to me, is trying to challenge yourself or do something that hasn't been done before. I wanted to capture the most authentic racing film ever. We worked with Mercedes-AMG throughout the film to ensure the authenticity of the cars we're putting on the screen.
Jumping in those cars was definitely the first time that I really felt immersed in the world of F1.
These aren't movie cars, these are race cars from the start that we developed with Mercedes-AMG specifically for making this movie. Mercedes-AMG in the world of F1 was an incredible partner, working hand in hand with their designers and engineers to find cavities under the radiators where we could place the camera recording equipment. So there was a lot of innovation, and the coordination of all that engineering took a year to pull it off. These aren't special effects rigs, movie cars made to look like real race cars. Brad and Damson are driving the cars themselves, going 200 miles an hour. Authenticity was the goal with this film.
Joe and I are just always pushing for realism and real immersiveness. F1 was really exciting for us to do and figure out new ways to capture speed.
We had done it with jets on Top Gun Maverick, but the challenges of doing it on a car were going to be very different. That meant developing some bespoke, lightweight camera packages. Claudio and I have both worked very closely with Sonny for a number of films and always been testing the latest generation of camera.
I approached Sony about making a smaller camera. I just said the ideal is a sensor on a stick, as small as we could go. And we definitely wanted quality as well. It wasn't about putting micro cameras that just don't give a filmic sense. And we still wanted to have shallower depth of field and full frame, that we strive for filmic images.
It was a very fast timeline for Sony to put together a camera in so few months. It was really remarkable.
We ended up getting 25 bespoke cameras from them. We used every single one of them.
There's about like 16 different camera positions around the car that we kind of use in various forms. Tail, rear, side looking front, there's profile. We have them all over the cars. We also wanted to have these cameras actually pan, which is kind of a new thing.
This is the brand new Sony camera. It's a full frame sensor, 4K, and we've also attached a focus motor on here, and it uses a Preston motor to control the pan.
We can move the cameras while we're shooting, so we can pan from looking forward back to Brad's face.
Putting it on was one thing, and then the next thing was to manage all the vibrations at 200 miles an hour. There's a bit of vibration isolation here. It is all manually done based on the kind of tires we have and how rough the track is, what time of day it is. There's so many variables, so we just have to send it out and look and adjust to each individual situation.
Because we needed the camera package to be a fraction of the size it was on Top Gun. We had to separate the sensor from the recording unit.
We hid all the equipment. This is the recorder unit of the camera. We have 2 of them on this side and 2 on the other side.
You know, these cars don't have trunks or glove compartments. So there was a lot of innovation in order to shoot this the way we did. You're gonna see camera angles and points of view that you've never seen before. Audiences are gonna get a perspective of what it's like to be in one of these machines. I don't think anyone's ever made a film like this. I wanted to make the most authentic racing film I could. For this film, the question was, where does Sonny Hayes come from? Action! So at the beginning of the film, Lewis Hamilton felt that endurance racing would be a great place for Sonny Hayes to be found.
To become a successful Formula One racer takes a lot of the ingredients that you need to be a long endurance driver.
There's been many drivers who have been in endurance racing and have returned to Formula One and had great results.
So in the opening, we find Sonny Hayes driving for Chip Hart Racing at Daytona.
3, 2, 1, action!
Daytona is one of the most challenging racetracks. The grit, endurance, what the athletes have to go through.
You have that massive banking and that huge grandstand with a stadium-like atmosphere.
When we went to the Daytona 24-hour race, we were pushing, we were banging wheels. That was very intense and very cool.
Endurance racing wouldn't be the same without Porsche. So it's only logical that Sonny Hayes is driving a Porsche.
So I called up Porsche. You know, racing is part of Porsche's DNA, and they provided GT3R race cars for the film.
That car is the pinnacle. It competes in GT3 series worldwide.
When this opportunity came up, it felt like if Porsche can be part of that, it was a no-brainer.
They shut down the Porsche Experience Center in Carson for us and gave us a free run of the place. They also provided the training.
One of the people that we brought in was Patrick Long, a factory works race driver for Porsche.
Patrick is the real deal. He won the Daytona 24 Hours in Le Mans. He's been incredibly valuable training in the GT cars. I wanted to be connected with a real team because we wanted that authenticity.
So we found Wright Motorsports, which is a privateer Porsche race team that runs at Daytona.
They rebranded as Chip Hart Racing for the film. Their team were able to provide support for us while shooting. And they actually drove our car in the real Daytona 24 Hours.
There was a car that wasn't part of production in the Chip Hart livery actually on track racing.
To see that livery on the track at Daytona was pretty surreal. Pat gets to play himself in the film, so when you see the GT3R pull in, Pat actually hands it off to Sonny Hayes.
Casting Pat Long as the co-driver was the sort of thing that makes this film special.
Having a cameo was just a big gift.
Without Porsche, we wouldn't have had access to the cars, providing the training. All of that has been really incredible.
We've had a wonderful relationship with them, and they were very instrumental in our Daytona race.
Being able to be there and help celebrate motorsport is something Porsche always wants to do.
As partners, we're very proud to be part of that story.
This movie is going to break down barriers of how we bring motorsport to life.
So you like straight talk?
Straight as an arrow. No sugar.
Why are you here, Sonny? When you look in the mirror, you see this rough and tumble, old school cowboy. Doesn't take orders, goes his own way, huh? A lone wolf. Well, I've news for you. Formula One is a team sport. It always was. Listen, let's get this straight. We all lose our jobs if you can't pull off a miracle.
No pressure.
None.
The only question here is, why did Sonny Hayes come back to F1?
I think it's really wonderful that Apex are giving second chances to the elderly.
It's all right. You're just worried I'm quicker than you.
You're making a mistake, thinking that I'm just gonna be some grateful kid who'll bend the knee to an old-timer.
I never should have pulled you into this.
Down the inside, contact!
That's the other driver. You say he was old, he not that old. That's a handsome man right there.
What's he doing? Plan C, be ready.
Just gotta hope for some lucky breaks.
Hope is not a strategy.
Anything else, Professor?
Try fast. Ever seen a miracle?
Not yet. How do you think I'd feel if you die on the track?